Good morning. We are up much earlier than usual because we are starting our time here in Varanasi off right with a sunrise stampede. Normally the cows aren't too aggressive here, but I think the dogs got them excited. We're starting this morning off with a sunrise boat ride on the Ganges River. This is such an incredible way to start the morning. There's just so much activity going on here on the river. The Ganges that we're floating on now is the most holy river in the Hindu religion. So there's all kinds of ceremonies going on over on the bank. There's people singing, they're burning things. People are washing clothes in the river. People are bathing in the river. And in the Hindu religion, one of the ways that they bury people is by burning their body on the edge of the bank and then sweeping their ashes into the river, and that's going on as well. This is just truly like nothing we've ever experienced before.
Happy?
Very happy. Thank you.
So we try to keep it real on the vlog, but it's really easy to just not turn on the camera when things aren't super fun, which is what we've been doing today. After the sunrise this morning, I came back and slept until noon, and I've been drinking a lot of electrolytes, if you're catching my drift.
Yes, TD. And I also have just like this really bad head congestion, probably from all of the color that I sucked in for the past 2 days. I'm not complaining about anything compared to what she's going through. And we also never want to look like we're complaining here on the vlog because like we have an awesome life. We wouldn't trade it for anything, but we do feel like it's important to like not only show the highlights but also show the real side of travel, which is what we're experiencing today. 95% of the time it's fantastic. 5% of the time it's not that much fun.
But I have taken a shower and I'm feeling a little better. I haven't eaten anything today and I haven't had coffee, which is a huge deal.
That's saying a lot.
But we have to go out today because we think this is our only day to explore Varanasi.
So I did a poor job of planning Varanasi. I didn't realize that as a foreigner, this is not necessarily a place that you want to come to celebrate Holi. And tomorrow and the next day are Holi. And as soon as we got here, the guy at our hotel warned us, like, don't go out at all on the second day of Holi. Yeah, he went as far as to say, if a guy like really wants to go, I'll let him go, but there's no way I'm gonna let a girl leave this hotel. He said everybody gets super drunk and everybody becomes really rowdy and that they would literally rip your clothes off.
Yeah, and a lady at the restaurant last night said the same thing, and we hadn't even asked her.
Yeah, she said last year, like, people in the community to kind of like help people hung up a big banner that basically said like all girls stay inside today, and the police took it down after 2 hours because they didn't want it to like reflect badly on the city. So this might be our only day to go explore.
Because we're leaving after Holi.
So this afternoon we're gonna go walk along the Ghats and just experience that because that's one of the main things that you have to see when you're here in Varanasi. And then there's also this special ceremony that goes on every night beside the river. And as long as Kara holds up, we're gonna go see that.
Let's go.
Just in case any hooligans are celebrating Holi early, wore my backup Holi outfit.
I'm wearing black.
So the really cool thing about the place that we're staying is like 10 steps that way is where the Ghats are. So we just walk down there and then we'll be able to walk across them. So these are the Ghats, and basically all a ghat is steps down into the river. And here they're used for all different kinds of things, but mainly for Hindu ceremonies and other religious activities. But the really cool thing about the Ghats here in Varanasi is that they're all connected. So you can just walk along the river across all of the Ghats and see all kinds of different cool stuff. We are currently on our way to a ghat called the Burning Ghat, at least that's its nickname, and that's where they do the open air cremations, which is how they bury some people in the Hindu religion. We're not gonna be able to film there, but we did feel like it was something that was important that we experience while we're here.
This area behind me is the Burning Ghat, and you can see all of the wood stacked right here that's used to burn the bodies. This is as far as we're gonna get with the camera because you're not supposed to film and we don't want to be disrespectful, but we're gonna go check it out. We just sat there for about 30 minutes at the ghat, and just in that short time we saw at least 8 bodies come in to be burned. Some of them came from a boat on the river, some of them are coming from the street. It's just crazy.
It is. We learned that just at that one specific ghat, they burn over 250 bodies per day.
Only the men attend the ceremonies and the women and children stay at home.
We've also learned that it takes about 150 kilograms of wood to burn a body, and to burn a body takes about 3 hours.
We didn't see the process from beginning to end, but we did see a body like before it was burned.
Yeah,
by the time we left, it was in flames.
You would think after seeing that we'd have like some really deep thoughts to share, but
I'm just kind of,
yeah, it's pretty crazy. I definitely think it's something that, like, if you come, is important to experience.
yeah,
Puts you face to face with death.
right. Sun's going down and we're gonna continue our walk on the Ghats.
We are actually now heading to the fire ceremony.
Varanasi, Sivasi.
So the ceremony that we're about to watch is called the Ganga Aarti, and it's a fire ritual done by the Hindu priests, and they are making an offering to the goddess Ganga. So from what I understand, they're going to pick these big metal things up, and they're going to be on fire. They're going to spin them around their head clockwise, and that helps bring some of the power from the deity to the fire. And then after the fire goes out, they cup their hands over the fire and splash it over their face so they get some of that power. To my best understanding. Also, I got a red dot on my forehead against my will. So we thought it would be a good idea to keep like all of the negativity and kind of bad things that have happened recently into one video, and hopefully in the next video we'll just be able to put all of that behind us and move forward with like our normal positive videos.
With that being said, the last 2 days have been, is terrible too bad of a word to use?
Yeah.
They've been pretty bad and a little scary. So when the last vlog ended that night, we slept, I woke up and I was so much better. But Nate's health totally plummeted. He's had a fever the last 2 days, and yesterday it was about 103 all day. Felt like he was gonna pass out multiple times. At one point he got up to go to the bathroom and came back and collapsed on the bed, and I started talking to him and he told me he couldn't hear anything I was saying.
My ears just like started ringing and I just couldn't, it sounded like I had earbuds in. I couldn't hear anything, and that was the only point where it actually did get a little bit scary. We've paid for travel health insurance for the past 2 years and I've never once thought about using it, but I had her like looking up the closest hospital that was covered by our travel health insurance in case things.
I had the hospital and GeoBlue in my phone ready to go. Like it was, we've never had to do that before.
Yeah.
So,
it was pretty bad, and honestly that's the first time that I've been like really sick in 2 years, so I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah, so we're really grateful that it hasn't happened more often, but it was really scary. Needless to say, we have not left the hotel in 2 days.
I've just laid in bed. I'm feeling a lot better today. I think my fever is pretty much gone. I just feel like really weak.
Probably because you've been laying in bed and not eating.
Yeah. I haven't eaten anything except like a couple crackers.
But in a way, we wanted to explain why we think that Nate getting sick was kind of a blessing in disguise.
So the 2 days that I was really sick were also the 2 official Holi days, and as we had said earlier in this video, the guy at our hotel had kind of warned us not to go out, especially on the morning of the official Holi celebration, because things could get a little crazy. And the reason that we see this sickness as a potential blessing is because I really think I would have gotten stir crazy sitting in our hotel for 2 days, and I would have wanted to go out in the afternoon when he said it might be okay. And the reason that we're telling you this is because we had 2 fantastic days of Holi celebration. I feel like we really kind of like encouraged you all to go to Holi, so we felt like we needed to offer a word of caution. So yes, 2 days ago I was sitting down in the lobby, and it was the afternoon of the official Holi celebration, and a girl and her boyfriend who were about our age walked into the lobby, and the girl was just sobbing, and basically like everything that people warn you about had happened to her. I mean, her clothes weren't ripped off, but basically she had gotten surrounded by a large group of drunk men, and they had like touched her inappropriately and just like some pretty gross stuff. And I mean, even like with her boyfriend standing right there, he said, you know, he was trying to push as many of them as he could off of her. You know, and thankfully it didn't get worse than that. You know, they made it back here and they were safe, but I'm sure emotionally scarred. So I think it's just important, if you're coming to Holi in India, make sure you do your research, figure out where it's safe to celebrate. And one thing that we've been told is you can actually find a lot of like private parties. So like on the day of Holi, we went up to the rooftop of our hotel, and you can see people celebrating by themselves on the rooftop of their hotel, like throwing color and stuff up there in a safe environment. So I thought one of like maybe the fun things we could do now that like we've built up a community with this channel is, if you have had like really good Holi celebration experiences, or you're a local and you have advice for how people can celebrate Holi in a safe and fun way, go ahead and like leave your advice in the comments below. But before you leave a comment, make sure you read through the other comments, and if one person has already said what you wanted to say, vote that comment up so that the best recommendations rise to the top. So if you're thinking about coming and celebrating Holi, maybe read through the comments, and hopefully some people have left some helpful advice.
Now it's time to go get on our overnight train and have a hopefully positive vlog.
That'll pick up in the next video.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Making some new friends.
Very nice.
Happy Holi.
Happy Holi.
Happy Holi.